What's going on, Reject Nation? Greg Alba here.
John.
We have made it to the end of the Cobra Kai Season 1. I know, it's only taken us a few months to watch a series that people watch in a week, or much less than. Before we go into this, I gotta give a heads up, in case you haven't been around for any of the other ones. We can only do a 10-minute reaction for this. I mean, we're going to watch the whole thing, but we got to cut it up into 10 minutes. YouTube rules, not ours. And sometimes that doesn't even work. But we're going to give it a shot today. We do full-length TV show reactions over at our Patreon, as well as weekly Q&As and music video coverage. And over there, I cover the show Attack on Titan. Just made it to Season 2. Did Season 4 of The Flash. Starting Gotham. John covers Riverdale. He's on Season 2. Did most of Atlanta. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, he started up, and as well as Channel Zero. Saturday morning cartoons such as Steven Universe and Adventure Time he also does. And together we cover My Hero Academia, of course wrapping up Cobra Kai, and then we're gotta finish Black Lightning, and then we're gonna add a new one to the roster. We're thinking Supernatural.
Look out.
So you can go check us over at Patreon. Appreciate the support very much. Danny and Johnny are gonna fight, right?
Yeah. No. Danny's gonna fight Miguel.
Some other dude comes and steals her away. Car gets set on fire. Just when you think things are going good, everything falls apart. That's how it goes. You're Cobra Kai.
Yeah, you are.
Cobra Kai!
Whoa! I thought Miguel for a second was gonna be the only one.
Yeah. Whoa, Miguel. Bring it back.
No. You're not wearing those.
You got the new uniforms, the ones in the thumbnail.
Hey, she got her phone back.
It's been enough time.
Yeah. It's been like a whole day.
I didn't say anything.
I don't. I just know what's your thing.
Not this year.
Karate's been ruined.
He cried now. Never want to do it again.
I feel like there's gonna be a sweep the leg moment, but Johnny's not gonna let him take it.
Yeah.
Popcorn movie time.
Danny got me triggered by that. Yeah, you break that fourth wall.
We have Mr. Robbie King.
Whoa! He did it. He got a black belt.
His black belt in like no time at all.
Ready?
There it is. There's the move. Boom! Dude, he Danny LaRusso'd him.
That can't be real. Don't they always make a big deal about that being an illegal move?
In movies and shows, there's always way more contact. Boom!
Whoa, not bad.
Yeah. They wear no protective gear.
Yeah, seriously. Ooh. Oh, Hawk! Don't let your do get.
Oh! That's my man. That's my man.
I cannot believe this actually works.
Oh, he's gonna kick some serious ass.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
And that brings us to the quarterfinals.
Damn.
I'm gonna be better than you, Dad.
Coming for you next.
Ooh.
And over on mat 4, Xander Stone is our last semifinalist.
You shit asshole.
Damn.
It's a good fight. We'll get him next
Whatever.
time.
I'll be right back.
We'll get some sportsmanlike conduct going on in this tournament right now.
Do not blow Robbie before the fight. Hey, that's how you got drop kicked in the stomach out there.
Will it be Miguel Diaz from Cobra Kai tonight?
Dude, Miguel and Robbie are gonna fight each other.
Please join me in a moment of silence as we strive to end intolerance in our time.
This dude's really taking over the tournament right now.
Kick that pansy bitch in the face.
Yes, Sensei.
All right.
Like how these guys who clearly have years more experience are having a hard time. Gets his kid who's spent a few months training.
Hey man, this is all Miguel has done. Whoa!
Caused him to flip. Dude, this Miguel actor's like really committed.
Yeah, he's like barking at it like a feral dog.
Whoa! Who does these in fights?
You don't remember your first tournament being like a Tekken match?
Notice all the people who are like flipping suck.
They spend a little less time flipping, a little more time punching and kicking and stuff.
Versus Key.
Oh, obviously, Hawk's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Now, this looks more like actors who train.
Yeah.
He does not like watching his kid get hurt.
Yeah, who's he gonna... He's probably gonna call out at some point when Robbie gets a particularly bad hit.
Remember what you learned, Robbie.
Thanks, Dad. Other dad.
So awkward.
Yeah.
Flashback to a third-person point of view.
This is the best way to
Then
remember.
you can find some balance in your life.
Oh, damn. Good kick, dude.
There you go, Robbie.
Oh, that was sick.
That's great, huh? Boy, Key.
He's a new brother.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh! Dragging the Bruce Lee story.
With that disqualification, Keen earns a trip to the finals. We'll see him back here after a short break.
Oh, God.
Versus surrogate fathers.
Remember to focus. Watch what I do to Robbie in the finals.
Oh.
Oh, dude, those anger problems.
Oh.
Miguel.
That I did not expect for him to get so dark.
I just popped it back into place, but you're gonna feel it for the next few weeks.
Damn.
Thanks,
Now
son.
go out there and kick some ass.
Go out there and use that shoulder a lot.
Daniel LaRusso is gonna coach.
All the hype's on Danny LaRusso now.
Yeah, man, he's like the one famous karate guy in all of California.
Face me.
Oh, Miguel's gonna lose.
Yeah, it seems like.
Taylor, fight.
Oh my God, the fight of the century.
Oh, damn. Miguel,
Doesn't know who to root
you're
for.
blinded by rage, man.
Oh! Oh, dude! I want Miguel to win, honestly.
I mean,
Despite all this. Look, yeah, still want Miguel to win. He's the one I've been most invested in.
for the journey, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, dude, now he's gonna get a fucking badass shot right here. Oh, you just feel it, huh?
He's gonna be like even better with just one. He's gonna do the whole Neo thing where it's just, yeah, he's like,
Do it the new thing.
whoa.
Oh! Dude, you can't fight like this.
Damn.
He's gonna shoot his hand
He's
away.
gonna be the bigger man. Oh, wow. Oh,
Unsportsmanlike contact.
No mercy. Sweep the leg moment is flashing back to
yeah.
Dirty. There's nothing dirty about winning, Sensei. You taught me that.
Yeah, well.
Don't worry. I got this.
Oh, dude.
No mercy.
Season 2 is all gonna be about
Miguel.
Johnny reorganizing his
Yeah.
teaching methods.
Will be
Oh, no. I think season 2 is gonna have a fallout with Miguel and Johnny in the beginning.
Oh, that's ugly. Oh. Oh, man.
Miguel's the winner, but look who he's become.
Yeah.
I just want to say that if it wasn't for my sensei, I wouldn't be here. So this is for Sensei Johnny Lawrence.
Oh, this is really fascinating.
Yeah.
He does not like this.
No.
Man, this show knows how to throw the
They know how to
unexpected turns once in a while. That's really fascinating.
Where are we going?
He's opening up his own school or something.
Yeah. This shows a build-up. It's like Breaking Bad.
Yeah. We're only going to go 5 seasons. We know exactly where we're headed.
Oh. Wax on, wax off. Am I right?
Oh.
Welcome to Miyagi-Do Karate.
Rival school.
He's gonna have no time to run the car dealership.
Yeah. You're going to get his cousin back.
Congratulations. You did what I always thought you could do.
No!
You won.
No!
Cobra Kai is back where it belongs. Back on top. Everyone closed the book on us.
Please show his face.
Oh!
That the real story's only just begun.
Oh, oh no! No, no. Next time. Oh, God, no.
Fascinating. Fascinating stuff.
That was a lot of a finale.
All right, well, you guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation.
Peace.
And check us out on Patreon. Well, this took a lot of unexpected turns, a lot of unexpected events here. I mean, I don't know how I feel about, I forget the character's name, the original Cobra Kai instructor showing up at the end. It just brings it into this whole other, like, cheesy, serious territory to me.
Yeah, I mean, he does come in like a super villain.
Yeah.
You know, with all that backlighting, and then he steps out.
He's like smoking.
Yeah, he's got a cigar, and yeah, it is like quintessentially villainous.
Having been around a lot of, I don't know, the karate world, but in the Taekwondo world, and knowing Taekwondo instructors and all those things, it's not like a kung fu movie like this, you know?
Yeah.
So to have this like
Rival
level of
schools.
seriousness, like Cobra Kai's back, I'm like, it's the Valley.
Yeah, that's where people go to get their martial arts lessons, man.
Martial arts in the Valley. This is not that.
It's not some kind of global, organization.
Because that's what kind of made the first half of this show, actually the whole season, really interesting. Because Johnny Lawrence starting up a karate school, it's kind of silly. It's this childhood rivalry of how much karate meant to these two dudes, Johnny and Danny, when they were kids. So it's like this real personal thing, but it's not this like bigger world of, I don't know how to put it. I know the movies get bigger. Part of the fun of it was grounded in the reality of what LA is like, of what the Valley is like. But you got these two dudes who have this like childhood love for karate, and it's transferring over. But now this is bringing it into that territory of, is this gonna get serious and bigger now?
Yeah, I imagine there's plenty of room for them to continue with the palette they've set up here. Plus, too, I mean, like, every season gets a bit more intense as it reaches its finale. And every time I come into one of these thinking it's going to pick up super dark, it never quite does. But yeah, I mean, I did think that was a pretty sinister final note to end on, which is an odd shade, I guess, for Cobra Kai for me, like, to go full-on sinister. But, I mean, I love the array of conflicting emotions they brought up throughout this episode, and the way that, like, I think it's cool when a show can do that, where it's like, we can see most all the details, and we're like, there's so many ways for you guys to put these differences aside and just make things okay again. And there's so many understandable ways in which that is not going to happen anytime soon. And this episode was really exemplary of that, because, like, there's almost no victory that's not tainted by some other contextual element, especially starting with Miguel. I mean, Miguel is becoming darker and darker as the series goes on.
What's ready to do Robbie in the finals?
And one thing I hope that they start to address in season 2 is, I think it's interesting the way the Cobra Kai mantras work into these kids, because like all of the Cobra Kai team is kind of aggressive and kind of bullyish a little bit in their determination to win at any and all costs, where they clearly have no respect for their rivals. It's like, even if Johnny is a better person and perhaps a better teacher than his sensei, there's a lot of work for him to do, and I think this episode is kind of showing him that. I think, like, not only does he have the stuff with Robbie to think about, but also the way Miguel goes out there and he's like, no, I know what to do. I'm going to do this the nastiest way possible. I think that's also something that's getting to Johnny, and I wonder, caught in between all these things now, how he's going to evolve in season 2, because he's been like the most fascinating nucleus of this show kind of the whole time. So, yeah.
Wish we had In and Out.
In and Out sounds good right now.
What were you saying?
I was talking about, how
I was joking.
Sam...
My prediction for season 2 is first half Johnny will feel the pressure to work with the original instructor because he's the guy who invented Cobra Kai, or at least that's what I think he invented Cobra Kai. Or I don't know if he had like a higher up and then Cobra Kai was passed on. I don't know.
For all intents and purposes, he was the face of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, so my impression is he's going to feel pressured and that he has to work alongside with him, because I don't think he ever had that confrontational moment with him where he told him about how negatively influenced he was by his master. Because he even has that moment at the tournament when he's looking at the photo and he's looking at him like, did I become this guy? This is not who I wanted to become. Now he has his chance to face it. So my prediction is that guy is going to take over Cobra Kai. Johnny is going to work with Danny in some fashion. They're going to have to buddy up.
I think that would be cool.
And then bam, 2 of them fight him at one time.
Yeah, season
2 on
finale.
1 fight. Yeah,
The adult
this just gets
tournament.
ridiculous. There's no more reality, no more humor about aging guys living in 80s nostalgia. It's all taken seriously
Then
now.
season 3, it's going to be full on with guns, car chases, explosions, the whole nine.
Man. It's going to be gnarly.
Hawk's going to have full sleeves the next time we see him. It's going to be crazy.
I feel like I got what was going on with Miguel just from knowing how a young male ego can be. When you're in this environment, so there's a Cobra Kai influence, but also your heart's been broken and you've kind of had this suck it up mentality being bestowed upon you from Cobra Kai. So he feels like he was in the right for how to react to Robbie. But it's like, it seems like there's so much ego now within him, but it's all defense mechanism.
Well, yeah, and you've got the 180, his whole reputation at school and his whole interactions with most people must have gone through when he beat up, Kyler and those dudes in the lunchroom. And, like, now, he's probably got a lot going toward his head at the moment, too, on top of those stresses.
I felt like some of the way he was portrayed in this episode, I was able to understand from, like, thinking about it. It seemed a little jarring at times. It was like, whoa, you're, like, to the max.
You're, like, a raged out asshole now.
Is this just post-breakup, ego, hurt feelings? Flashing out that's happening? Because it wasn't 100% made clear. It seemed rather extreme. It's like you were seeing him arc and being more aggressive, but the last time we saw him get aggressive, Robbie, he was drunk. He's not drunk here. Maybe he's just hurt and he's lashing out.
Oh, no, he's still drunk.
He's still drunk. It's been a couple days, man. It has not worn off.
That was his first beer.
Yeah. It was nice for Sam and Aisha, maybe is her name. Sure.
I think it's Aisha.
For them to make amends. Happy about that.
That was one of the few little nice things that happened in this episode. I feel like every kind of victory is tainted by something except that one.
What was fascinating was, as we were doing the reaction, I said at one point, oh, there's probably going to be like a sweep the leg opportunity and Johnny's not going to want him to take it, which is exactly what happened, except Miguel didn't listen and took the opportunity. Yeah. And it was an interesting flip for them to have the victory, but to see that they're not really winners in the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just feel like there has to be something where Danny and Johnny have to start, working together in some way, especially for the sake of someone like Robbie, who's, it's Johnny's kid and he wants to make amends with him. And even Danny's encouraging them to get along and make amends with each other.
I thought that was a really nice scene, that whole moment. I mean, like, whenever Johnny and Danny get in the room together, that sentiment never really carries over.
Yeah.
But when, he gives them the talk about true balance and being the bigger person and forgiving and whatnot, I did really appreciate that moment for sure.
I think because of that, though, they have to change the direction of the show. It just can't be competitiveness the entire time. Yeah. And even the last couple episodes here, we're opening that door for them to start, not like, hey, we're buddies, but that kind of dynamic where they don't like each other, but they're getting along in a way.
They're making it work for something bigger than themselves. Yeah. And I can imagine that leading to more interesting conflicts. You might have it that if Johnny and Danny have to partner up somehow, you might have a rift between Johnny and and the Cobra Kai kids,
Right,
you know,
right.
who he's spent so much time shaping into what they are now. And like, you know, when you do that with the impressionable minds of young people, they sometimes will not come along with you if you should change your tune. And so, yeah, I think this definitely sets up a lot of good potential for the next season. I mean, with as fun as these are to watch, combined with all the stuff we just got, I can't wait.
Yeah. My one major criticism that I have for this, I feel like there have been fight scenes in here that have been grounded in some kind of reality. Even when they're doing karate, there's been a sense of reality as if they're really doing this. But the fight scenes all at the tournament, I was like, okay, no protective gear.
No,
That's
yeah.
a little unheard of. The amount of like face punching
Yeah, I was
and
gonna-
kicking the face like head on, like a lot of the moves. I'm like, I've never seen that at a tournament.
Well,
you
and there
know?
were a couple that were like flying kick, or like the kinds of kicks that you can't land softly.
Especially for like a kids tournament.
Yeah, I
And-
was kind of shocked by that.
I don't know. I don't ever really like it in movies in general when the guys who can do the flips and the crazy combos, like the real trained martial artists that you brought on board to do these fight scenes, are doing crazy stuff. But then the actors who have been trained for a few months to prep for this show are able to really just kick their asses, you know?
Well, clearly those characters spent way too much time practicing their gymnastics and not
Yeah,
enough
that's-
time practicing
That's the
their
problem.
karate.
It's just the choreography started teetering a little too far off for me into
Yeah.
just not realistic at all.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah, I feel you.
hey, you can't do half these things in a kids tournament for karate, and
Yeah.
B, the choreography is very much stylized now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some distracting. It was cool, and then every once in a while there was a cool kick or blow that lands, like when Robbie does the double kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing that can kind of pull me out. At the same time, I'm like, would I have really wanted the realistic karate? You know, maybe in the end, I probably do prefer this over that. It's,
I'll
you know.
meet you halfway and say, let's get maybe like a couple of pads or some gloves
Yeah.
or something. You know, you could probably make them look badass still with like the foot covers and gloves.
Yeah.
You know, make it like MMA style or something.
But then again, that criticism I brought up, that's for almost every movie
Yeah,
or
so-
show that explores this territory. That's
Specifically.
all of them. This isn't exclusive to the Cobra Kai YouTube show.
And that's kind of been a thread throughout.
Even in the first
show.
Karate Kid movie, they're fighting without gear. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, and throughout the show, that's one element that has kind of, I guess, I've chalked up to the heightened tone.
Yeah.
Is like so much of the time, kids in his class are getting like decked in the face,
Yeah.
and kicked in the face, and I'm like, how did a parent in this day and age not like flip their shit about that?
All right, guys. Well, we finished Cobra Kai. Loved this show. Cannot wait for season 2.
Nobody wins.
Really did love this show a hell of a lot. Season 2 can't come sooner. What do you guys think of Cobra Kai? What do you guys think? Put in your predictions for season 2. Put it down below.
Will Ed Asner come back?
Oh, let's hope so. Hey, you guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. And please do check us out on Patreon. Full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, a whole bunch of goodies. We'd love to have you become a Patron eject today.
Do.
I got